When I think of Howard, I just think of his grin and his intense connection to you as a human.
His understanding of this world and his understanding of how to create characters that are going to face insurmountable odds, but still go on with the task at hand. His ability to speak to that kind of character in a person and create that kind of character for an audience to become incredibly involved with is really special.
I remember when we first started talking about Homeland, and at that point, 9/11 was still very fresh in our memories. They were hyper vigilant about collecting as much authentic information about what was really happening in the world as we were reflecting on it.
What were his exact words, please?
An American prisoner of war has been turned.
He said this in English.
Yes, he whispered it into my ear right before the guards pulled me away.
I want to use the expression, turned.
He meant turned.
I think it's what made the show unique. I mean, the fact that it was such a close mirror to what was happening in real time.
When we started 24, whatever came out of the imagination of Howard on some level became the reality of our world after 9/11. The whole season developed with dealing with assets in China threatening America. This was something that was not part of the political landscape when we wrote it. 7 months later, when we were showing it, it became very clear that China was spying on the U.S. in a very aggressive fashion. It just seemed like everything that we would film and make eventually kind of came true.
We're trying to avoid a serious confrontation with China.
We'll handle it from here.
I remember asking Howard, how are you coming up with the storylines? And he said, well, I could read a newspaper. And so I found it fascinating that his insight into just kind of absorbing the news was allowing him to make predictions in the scripts that he was writing.
He really wants to make great art and work, and I think he wants to tell stories that are going to challenge people to wrestle with something important, and maybe even a little scary.
He takes the responsibility of kind of depicting national security for an audience that is going to take this as the truth. He takes that responsibility very seriously, and I don't think it could be in better hands. I could not think of anyone more deserving of the Cipher Brief Honors Award than Howard Gordon, and congratulations to him for that.